Well, hello there, and welcome back to another part of Let's Play Civilization 4 with the Earth 18 Civs. And for right now, okay, so I'm definitely going to go to war with these guys. And I've when I was just walking around today, I decided I was probably going to go to war with the Mali as well. Just really for something to do more than anything else. Huh. Where's industrialization? What am I missing for industrialization? I don't want the Constitution yet. I want the damn industrialization. Yeah, the game kind of really forces you to be very... What's the word for it? Let's look at the big picture. Sorry about this, guys. I got to go look in this chart here. I pretty much can usually get right to the assembly line pretty quickly. I need the corporation. Ah, okay, yeah. And I need a constitution. Okay, that's good. I want a constitution anyway. But yeah, we've got to be able to pump out those crazy units to get the crazy results we want. So yeah. So not too bad. I need to start a crash. What's the word for it? Effort to build myself a good blue water navy in order to defend myself. Because pretty soon we are going to have a threat coming at us. But one thing I will say, it looks like we've pretty much been able to wrap up this section of the world here. Which would be better, over there or over there? I figure out, or maybe over here. Maybe I'm looking at it all wrong. Yeah, maybe that's a good section, because that would give us access to. The problem is all these damn peaks here, but having corn and having the what's his name would be pretty good. All right, let's form the town over here. Screw it. Go against. I've never formed a town there, but it seems like it'd be not too bad because we'd be bringing to bear or gaining access to at least that resource that would usually not be used. I mean, it would be better, obviously, if the town were coastal and such. But yeah, there's some downfalls. But we gotta get advantages where those advantages can be gotten. Let's see. We still got a freaking crossbowman over there. So let's get in shape here, people. As Gunnery Sergeant Foley would say in an officer's I probably can get rid of this dude. Yeah, sure. So yeah, we have not had a war in quite a while. Let's go ahead and upgrade these guys in case we got to do some fighting, which we may indeed have to do. It might be a good place for a town right here. Let me look at this real quick. I mean, if you look at we won't be able to take advantage of that. Built the city here. There's coal there. It ain't great, but coal and gold, those are two things. We'll see. I mean, we've probably got enough towns. I mean, if you really think about it, we're probably pretty set in that regard. All right, let's take this town here. I better take this worker, actually, first. Well, I'm not sure if the worker was really necessary to take. Probably not, actually. But whatever. Good enough. So yeah, we'll pretty much have this South American continent conquered. I don't know if the computer will get cutesy and try to make a town here. Hopefully not. But it's entirely possible. It won't be a very good town, though, because all the resources are wrapped up by these other towns. Yeah, I guess I was kind of surprised the Mali were the ones to settle it, but really, if you think about it, make heroic epic here. If you think about it, it makes sense. They're in the right place to do it. Dry dock, please. And we've got our oil now. Very nice. Oil, of course, is just as important in this game as it is in real life, if not more so. Well, not more so, but pretty gosh darn important. And what I'd like to do right now is just take one of these guys on a little exploration trip to look at some of these coastal cities. What are they rocking here for defense? And the rest of you guys, let's send you back up here so you can get outfitted. We need to increase defense because, like, now the ability of the enemy to reach out and touch us has become greater. So we definitely don't want to get caught with our pants around our ankles. by a surprise offensive from the sea, which could happen and did happen to me on a number of occasions. I don't really feel like I should make a town down here because this will not be. I could make it here. Oh, they should have sheep there. Oh, there wasn't sheep originally in the Falkland Islands. That's right. The British brought them down. They're not native to the area. All right. Well, let's bring these guys up here because they are going to be the ones to bring the heat down on our Ethiopian friends who have wrongly colonized our continent. It's right in the name, America. It's ours. Yeah, it's not a bad place for a town, but it's going to need to be cleared out. This is a pretty good place for a town, but also kind of needs to be cleared out. But it's kind of cool that we got the free worker here. In any case, we need to we need a clean house, but let's build up our military forces here. The problem is, of course, this is also going to make us an enemy with the... no, I don't want to fight the Mongols. Oh, hey. Some gold? I'm not giving you oil, that's for sure. I can tell you that much. All right, I'll take the sugar here. You want to give me anything for this marble? Wow, you're pretty dumb. Thank you very much for being dumb. Yeah, you see the Indians there. They've got a bit. You know, they got India. They go down here to, I guess you'd call that the Indochina area. Maybe I have a hard time seeing, like Burma on that. Or Myanmar, if you want to call it. I'm going to call it Burma. And then we've got them on the Australia here. Representation, I'm just going to go full universal suffrage when I get the chance. Also want to go free market, but I just want to wait a second until I get the full bottom taken care of. All right, very good. Let's keep pumping out the units, boys. All right. All right, levy. Yeah, I think I'm going to wait till I get to industrialization before I try to do anything. I don't know if that's if we'll get it before then because we're technologically not really number one technologically. Let's go ahead and take a look at this real quick. That is very interesting. So you can see the Iranians here, the Persians. I can't see everything quite yet because we're exploring down here apparently. Where's my work? Where's my explorer? Oh. My explorer didn't get killed. No, he didn't get killed. He couldn't have got killed. How would he have got killed? I don't know. Oh. Okay. So they do have, all right. So we would not have an advantage in whatever yet. That's interesting. Where the hell are you going? Oh, okay. We'll just kind of sail along the coast and do a little look-see at what they have. So yeah, we're going to want to have the Industrial Revolution. You see that, what's his names did very good for themselves, the Japanese. The Chinese, not too shabby. But the Mongolians have survived, and they have quite a bit of land here. So I think that's one of the reasons the Chinese aren't doing as well as they usually are. Look at how expansive these guys are. Surprised they haven't gotten into more wars together, as they're quite exposed, the Persians are to the Mongolians. The Russians don't have that expanse they usually do, although we can't see down there. Because reasons. But yeah. Interesting. I have expected my explorer to pretty much have explored everything by now, but not yet. All right. So anyway, yeah, we can't be going to war with the Ethiopians, at least not on their own continent, until such time as we have that... We don't have the railroad down to here yet? I thought we did. Okay, well, whatever. We'll get her there eventually. It's not a big deal. And we'll take advantage of these resources that we couldn't take advantage of before. And just take a look here. Yeah, they don't got a whole hell of a lot going here, which is good. I don't want them to have a whole hell of a lot going there. It would be better, would they not have a whole hell of a lot going there, if at all possible. And hopefully they will stay in such a state that I will be able to easily bruise the hell out of them when the time for the war comes along. So, yeah. But anyway, we've achieved our dream of dominance over North and South America, with the exception of those two puny towns, which I will take soon. But we've got to industrialize first. That's important. We still got good health here, which is I'm pretty happy. Oh, we need a university. Jeez Louise. Yeah, that's always been one of my production towns, so I didn't really have a chance to do that like I wanted to. Let's go ahead and build an ironworks here. We'll build something, right? Yeah, so everything should work out pretty well, but we're not looking to take any offensive action for a while. It's going to be a bit. Although I may take some down here. But we're going to need that... we're going to need to have... what's his name hooked up first. I'm trying to think of what we need to have hooked up first. We're going to need to have our Navy hooked up first, that is. Because if we don't have the necessary naval forces, then it's just not going to work out. Let's go ahead and have this guy get up here, which is too bad because he has the healing capability. But we shouldn't need a lot of healing to take out our friends here. They are not very strong. So it should be no thing to knock them right out of our continent. Although it would be much nicer to do like a surprise attack on them. Obviously, the game doesn't penalize you that heavily for being a backstabbing piece of crap. Like the original. Yeah, like I don't even know in the original, but definitely in. Oh wow. Did he have troops on board? I guess he did. Okay, so yeah, all right. So something's telling me I don't need to be too worried about either of these two powers, but I better bring it, and I better bring it strong. And what that means is I better bring quite the force to take these guys out quickly. And I'm going to want to get flight as quickly as I can after that as well. That's going to be really important that I get around to getting flight quickly. Because then I can airdrop people over there. Or I can send them by air, which is a lot quicker, although you can only send one per turn, and send them by sea. I mean, I'll send the main force by sea, obviously, and I will reinforce them by the water. Oop. Can't increase that now, can we? But yeah, things are looking real nice. Ooh, I don't have... for some reason, I thought I had control over that. Kind of hard to see the light blue there sometimes. Or maybe I'm just getting old and I'm blind. Don't know. But I do know that we are in a gosh darn good position to melt our opponents pretty much. And so I'm going to send over here. Once again, we're going to hold off on any sort of offensive for quite a while. Just kind of hang out. Especially since we got some cannons coming up that aren't ready to go yet. Better wait a little bit, but we're going to need to upgrade that dude as well. We got deer here. Do we got a camp? Oh, we got a camp already. That's nice. Good. Way to go, guys. So, yeah, it doesn't really appear that they are a serious threat. Although, like I said, it would be better if we offset them militarily and also have industrialism going. And by industrialism going, I mean we have factories in our towns. Because obviously that would be advantageous. Go war effort. Let's see. Oh, we could get some more silver here. Why not? More resources are more better. Actually, okay. So they've got that there. Once again, not a big deal. It appears that the what's his names are better set. Okay. So what I'd like to do is kind of have him hang out here. So my idea would be to go in against these guys, seize one of these towns by the sea, quickly get in there, and start setting up and just kind of, and use my superior naval force to give me also superior mobility, which will be important that we are able to just kind of get in there and get down right to it. But to do this, we're going to have a navy. So we've got the transport ships. What we don't have is the defense coastal, not just coastal defense, but defense, which is something we're going to need to invest heavily in over the next few turns if we hope to carry out an offensive and not, that's the thing. We got to make it so they can't catch us where it really hurts. Because obviously that's going to be a real bad time for us if they're to land a large force where we're not expecting it. And that's obviously the best place to attack is where somebody's not expecting it. Now, whether the computer's going to pull out a genius move like this or not, well, that's anyone's guess. But I'd rather be on the safe side of that argument by properly preparing a credible defense against attacks on our interests here. And that is specific. Oh, we don't have fishing boats there yet? Jeez Louises. All right, well, wait till St. Louis is finished, and they'll help you out. You got a long out. So you can see our score is now far outpacing our competitors. I mean, it's just there's land here and there isn't land over there, and I'm not giving you oil. Biology for physics. Nah. I don't like to trade too much with these guys because they got too much up on me. We got this thing going where we don't have food there. It's gone over one food or whatever, and then won't go. Yeah, it's really annoying. It'll eventually fix itself, and by that I mean people are gonna starve, which is kind of crap. But what are you gonna do? That's the way the game works. As you go over that number and such. I mean, it's probably better than the Civ 2 system where it was like you could bus food in, or not bus food in, not buses, but bring food in through caravans, which was kind of silly, really. So you could have these towns that in no way, shape, or form should be able to support themselves or support a city, and they would be large, thriving cities. But now that I've said that, I realize the error of my ways, because there's, you got towns like Las Vegas, Los Angeles. These are places that should not be able to support life, really, and it's certainly not on a large scale as they do. But they do, so yeah, there you go. Just going to park that right there. Park you right. Actually, maybe it's better to base these guys in Florida. It seems like a better place to hang out. If we're going to go ahead and do it. I would put them in South America, but there's no overland route straight, so it doesn't make a lot of sense to me to do so at this point. Yeah, we're doing pretty well here. Like I said, I might go after, what's his name, in its entirety. Africa, which I know contradicts what I said earlier, because obviously that would leave me open to land warfare, and my base is nowhere near that place. So, yes. But, I got to do something the rest of the game. You don't want to just see me sit here and win by score, do you? Oh, there's other people working on the assembly line now. We'll be done in 2 turns, but it hurts me to see other people actually going for it at this point. What are you going to do? Yeah, I feel like I should start a city here or something. Oh, he can get all the way over there? Yeah, he can, so it's fine. Oh, yeah, so he's already got the Statue of Liberty. Good for him. Yeah, he discovered democracy. Yeah, I'm surprised how scientifically advanced some of these guys are, given their smallness, the relative puniness of their countries. Like, how did you manage to get all these technologies since you don't really have the tax base for the research? But, that just goes to show you how well you can do with some good trading. And that's how you do it. I'm actually going to run through the trade thing right here before we go. So that way you can skip that if you don't like that part. Although I think it's moderately entertaining. So we'll start from the bottom. I always start from the bottom because the last thing I want to do is trade something to a peer or a near peer or a near beer. What would you give me for the railroad? It's pretty good. I'll take it. I kind of don't want those to get around, but whatever. But I could switch to the government I want to. And those are two techs that I really wasn't interested in getting. Well, I was interested in getting, but that I didn't really want to work for. The railroad is good, though. It's real good. So I kind of feel bad about that, but it'll be all right. Okay, what's Liz doing? Liz, you got any money? Nah, you ain't got no money. Broke ass. Am I a future victim? Okay. Saladin. Tokugawa. Son. Nah, you ain't that good. Yeah, he's. Oh, maybe that's who I should attack, because you don't even have rifling yet. But I'm not going to because it's further, and I think, like I said, I think I can really do a job on Africa here because I can see what's her face. Oh wait, let me look at what's her face again. I didn't look at what's. Yeah, she don't even have rifling yet, so. There's no way she's going to keep parity with me. Ah, it's too bad. He's usually got money to burn. You got a little bit of money. Well, how about some silver? Good. There's no way I'm giving you your butt oil. And Ahsoka, how you doing? How you doing, character? Nothing. All right, I think that's good enough. See you for the next video. Bye-bye.